Greetings, my dear friends. This is SoulWeaver. Today I want to talk about a fear that everyone knows, a fear that appears in childhood and stays with some for a lifetime. A fear that needs no explanation, no proof, no reasoning. I am talking about the fear of the dark. Why are we afraid of the dark? At first glance, the answer is obvious. We are not afraid of the darkness itself. We are afraid of what it might hide. A chair leg we could trip over, the edge of the bed, or something else. Something that should not be in our room. Something that comes only when the light goes out. As a child, I would wake up at night and stare into the darkness. It seemed to me that the closet was opening by itself, that someone was breathing under the bed, that the curtains were swaying without wind. I knew it was silly. I knew there was no one in the room, but the fear did not go away. It sat somewhere deep, in my stomach, in my spine, in the back of my neck. It whispered, "Do not turn around. Do not look at the corner. Do not stick your foot out from under the blanket." Why? Why could reason not conquer this fear? Because the fear of the dark is older than reason. It is older than humanity. It is written in our blood, in our DNA, in those layers of the psyche that logic cannot reach. Our ancestors feared the dark for a very practical reason. Predators hid in the dark. In the dark, you could fall into an abyss. In the dark, an enemy could sneak up unnoticed. Those who feared the dark survived. Those who did not perished. And their genes did not pass on. We are the descendants of those who were afraid. The fear of the dark is an evolutionary mechanism. It is built into us. It needs no training. It activates automatically when the lights go out. But that explanation is only for our daytime consciousness. For the part of us that believes in science and logic, there is another part, the part that whispers at night, "What if there really is something there?" I think the fear of the dark is not only a memory of predators. It is also a memory of something else, of what we have forgotten, of the world that existed before birth, of the world that comes after death. Darkness is not just the absence of light. Darkness is another state of being. It is a borderline state, between day and night, between sleep and waking, between life and what lies beyond. In the dark, our senses sharpen. We hear what we do not hear during the day. We feel what we do not feel in the light. Our intuition, our paranoia, our sixth sense, all of it comes to the surface. Because during the day, we rely on our eyes, but at night, our eyes are useless. We have to rely on something else. What is that something else? Perhaps it is a connection to what we have lost, to ancient instincts, to our ancestors, to the spirit world. In many cultures, darkness is considered a time when the boundaries between worlds blur, when spirits can cross into our world, when the dead can communicate with the living, when witches and demons gain power. In Celtic tradition, the night before Samhain is when the veil between worlds grows thin. In Hinduism, rituals for ancestors are performed at night. In Christianity, the night is associated with the devil and evil forces. Perhaps the ancients knew what we have forgotten. Perhaps darkness is indeed dangerous? Not physically, but metaphysically. Perhaps in the dark, we become vulnerable to what lives beyond our perception. I am not saying this is true. I am just asking a question. Remember your strongest fears. They are almost always associated with darkness. A horror movie is scary when the scene is dark. When the light comes on, the fear stops being fear. Why? Because darkness is a space for projections. We create monsters in the dark ourselves. We give them form, voice, intentions. But where do these images come from? How do we know what the monster under the bed looks like? We have never seen it. But we know. It is dark. It has red eyes. It breathes. It waits. This knowledge does not come from the outside world. It comes from within. Carl Jung would call this the shadow, the dark side of our psyche, what we suppress during the day but emerges at night. The monster under the bed is not a monster. It is our own shadow, our fear, our aggression, our secret desires. But there is another explanation, more mystical. What if darkness is not emptiness, but a space filled with something? What if darkness is a medium inhabited by beings invisible in the light? I receive many letters from subscribers who share their nighttime experiences. I woke up feeling someone was watching me. I felt a presence in the corner of the room. I saw a shadow moving on its own. Sleep paralysis. You wake up but cannot move, and you see a figure in the corner, or feel someone pressing on your chest. Scientists say it is hallucinations. I believe them. But I also believe that something real might lie behind those hallucinations. What if, in the dark, our consciousness switches to a different mode of perception? We see what we cannot see in the light. We hear what we cannot hear during the day. Darkness opens a door to other dimensions. Children are more afraid of the dark than adults, because children are closer to the source. They have just arrived from a world where there was no light. Perhaps they remember what we have forgotten. Perhaps their fear is not fear of the unknown, but fear of what they once knew. Interestingly, many adults lose their fear of the dark. They get used to it. They convince themselves there is nothing to fear. They turn on the light. But deep down, the fear remains. It sleeps. It waits. It awakens in unfamiliar places. In the forest at night. In a basement. In a house with no electricity. I remember a story. A friend of mine, a rational person, an engineer, did not believe in anything mystical. He laughed at the fear of the dark. Then he went to a remote countryside. There were no streetlights, only stars. He went outside at night. 5 minutes later, he came back, pale. He did not say what happened. He just said, "There is something out there. I do not know what it is, but it is there." What did he see? What did he feel? Perhaps nothing. Perhaps his ancient instinct simply awakened. Or perhaps he truly touched something that lives beyond our understanding. In the Bible, it is written, "The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." Light and darkness are not only physical phenomena, they are metaphors for good and evil, knowledge and ignorance, life and what lies beyond it. We fear the dark because darkness is the unknown, and the unknown is always frightening. But what if darkness is not an enemy? What if it is simply another state? Just as water can be liquid, solid, and gas, reality can have different phases. Day is one phase, night is another. Different laws apply during the day, different laws apply at night. Perhaps at night, we can communicate with those who have passed on. Perhaps at night, we can see the future. Perhaps at night, we can leave our bodies and travel through other worlds. In ancient cultures, night was not feared. It was respected. It was worshipped. It was used for rituals. Shamans entered trances specifically at night, because at night, it is easier to cross boundaries. We have lost this knowledge. We have become afraid of the dark. We replaced rituals with nightlights. Instead of exploring the darkness, we run from it. We turn on the light, and we comfort ourselves. But the fear remains. It does not go away. It hides. It waits. I suggest an experiment. Not today, not right now. Someday, when you are ready. Turn off all the lights, everything, even the nightlight. Sit in the dark. Do not turn on your phone. Do not light a candle. Just sit. Listen. Look. Feel. At first, you will be scared. Then the fear will begin to fade. Then you will start to notice that the dark is not empty. There are sounds in it. There is movement in it. There is something. That something might be your imagination, or it might be something real. I do not know. But I know that after such an experience, you will stop fearing the dark. Or you will start fearing it even more. But you will know more. And now, listen to the silence between these words. Have you ever felt it? When you look into the darkness, and it seems that the darkness is looking back, not hostile, not threatening, but simply looking, as if it knows you, as if it has been waiting for you. You fear it, but perhaps in vain. Perhaps it is not an enemy. Perhaps it is a door to what you have forgotten, to what you left behind at birth, to what awaits you after. Darkness is not emptiness. It is fullness. Fullness of what you cannot see in the light. Fullness of what you are not ready to accept. Fullness of what will one day become your home. Do not fear the darkness. It does not want to consume you. It wants to teach you. To teach you to see without eyes, to hear without ears, to feel without a body. Learn from it, and then you will stop being afraid, or you will begin to fear truly. But you will know, and knowledge is light, even in the darkness. This is SoulWeaver. If this resonated with you, subscribe. Stay. We are just beginning. Until next time, dream, question, and remember, no one really knows, but it's beautiful to think about.